You're not as in control of your life as you think. Every decision you make, your job, your relationships, even your weird obsession with iced coffee, might just be the result of forces way beyond your understanding. But what if I told you that 2,500 years ago, a philosopher basically cracked the code of why the universe isn't just one giant mess? And what if his idea is still shaping the way we think today? Welcome to the wild, mind-bending world of Anaxagoras, the man who dared to say that behind all the chaos, there's an intelligence pulling the strings. Let's dive in. Picture this. It's ancient Greece, a world where people believe lightning bolts are Zeus throwing a tantrum and the sun is literally a god cruising through the sky. And then along comes Anaxagoras, a guy who takes one look at all of this and says, yeah, no, that's not how any of this works. Born around 500 BCE in Ionia, he was one of the Pre-Socratic philosophers, basically the OG thinkers who tried to explain reality without blaming everything on moody deities. And his big idea? That the universe is made up of tiny, indivisible substances, what he called seeds, all mixed together like an ancient cosmic smoothie. Unlike other philosophers who thought everything boiled down to just one element, water, fire, you name it, Anaxagoras argued that every object contains a little bit of everything. But here's the kicker. If everything is a chaotic mix of infinite stuff, why isn't the universe just one giant, formless blob? Enter Nous, the ancient Greek equivalent of an all-powerful cosmic mind. According to Anaxagoras, Nous is the force that gave order to the madness, the unseen intelligence that set everything in motion. Think of it like the universe's project manager. Except instead of spreadsheets, it's rearranging atoms. Pretty groundbreaking, right? Well, not everyone was impressed. Aristotle, always the critic, thought Anaxagoras didn't go far enough. Like, okay, you say there's an intelligence behind the universe, but what's its end goal? Why does it bother? Even Plato, who loved the idea of a cosmic intellect, was let down that Anaxagoras didn't explain why things happen, just how. But while his theory wasn't perfect, it stuck around, influencing Stoicism, Neoplatonism, and even some modern debates in science and philosophy. Unfortunately, questioning the gods was a fast track to trouble in ancient Athens. When Anaxagoras suggested that the sun wasn't a divine being, but actually just a big fiery rock, which, shocker, turned out to be true, the authorities weren't thrilled. He was accused of impiety, and despite having the support of his student, the famous statesman Pericles, he was exiled. He spent the rest of his days in Lampsacus, probably shaking his head at how slow people were to catch up with his genius. Today, his ideas feel surprisingly modern. His Nous is kind of like an early take on scientific laws that bring order to chaos, and his theory of seeds isn't so different from later atomic theories. He may not have nailed all the details, but he was asking the right questions, the ones we're still trying to answer today. I'll leave you to discuss in the comments. If Anaxagoras were alive today, would he be a theoretical physicist, a tech CEO, or just some guy arguing with strangers on the internet? Support us by subscribing if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you soon in another video.